What's up, guys? I'm Brad Davis.
I'm Danger Ben Whyte. I drive a Lexus IS300.
This is my IS300.
This is my IS300.
I kept it how it should be. All Toyota with the 2JZ.
I have an old school, small block Chevy V8.
Mine is race prepped.
It's a home build hot rod, baby.
I have a full experienced team behind me.
I didn't make it happen. I wouldn't be out there on the track. And I know my IS300 is the best on grid.
Well, we'll see. There's only one way to find out.
All the motorhead parents out there. If you want your child to grow up loving the same tire shredding action you do, then you need this children's book series. Check this out. The Sideways Sliders is a children's book that introduces the sport of drifting along with the importance of safety in a super rad way. T is for Turbo ABC book teaches the alphabet with freaking car parts. That's right, your child will learn the ABCs while simultaneously learning the difference between turbochargers and superchargers. But wait, there's even more. The Noisy Snails, a drag race between twin turbo snails and Walter, the whiny supercharger. And for you motorcycle guys, there's Sprocket Rocket, which promotes motorcycle awareness at the earliest age possible. There's even a coloring book. Seriously, these books will help you raise a mini motorhead. It was the first thing I bought for my kid, and we want to raise a world full of motorheads. Find them all at mhgproductions.com or on Amazon.
All right, round 5. Going to a 3/8 round this time. Last time was a 5/8 round in the rain. Looks like the weather might hold out, so should be a good time. Can't wait to see what today brings.
All right, so made it out to round 5. One of my goals at the beginning of this year was to make it out to all 5 rounds. So I'm here. We started the beginning of the year trying to figure out who had the best IS300, and currently I'm about 37 points ahead of Mr. Brad Davis. Well, again, all we got to do is put down numbers in qualifying. That's all I'm trying to do, put down numbers in qualifying. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of fun. Round 5, let's fucking do it. Champion.
What are you doing?
They ain't paying me.
Okay. How's your practice going?
Fucking awesome, dude. It's so good. This track is so much fun. It's just third gear, wide open throttle the whole time. I was having a little bit of issue with like kind of telegraphing between the Monji and then the outer zone after it, but I got it dialed, just third gear, wide open throttle, which is really cool because then I don't have to shift. Got the track dialed. I think it's going to be a really good event for me. How was your practice, Bradford?
It's been frustrating. My last one was actually pretty good. My spotter Brian was saying that you're looking really good on the bank. Apparently I was able to carry a lot of speed with a lot of angle.
It's cool how much time there is. You know, when we run the 3/8 course or we run the 5/8 course, going around the light poles, it feels like there's not a lot of time. But the way that this one's set up, it feels like everything's in slow motion. It feels like I have so much time. I'm just dialing in, just throttle the whole time, just matted. Dude, I love this course so much.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. I think we're close enough in points that if I have a really good event, I think I could probably beat you out in points.
You have to have like a really good event.
I'd have to have a really good event.
We looked at it earlier. I'm 37. I'm 37 points ahead. So
that's
the home built hot rod might kind of like take this little battle of IS300s. You never know, man.
It might. Well, good luck for the rest of the event.
All right, motherfucker. All right, qualifying first run, track was dry, and apparently I need to say that. So track was dry, went out there. I mean, I was just rocking the fuck out in the car right before I went out, had Motley Crue blasted, singing along with it, just stoked, just in the zone, pumped, and rode a high line on the bank, textbook run as far as I'm concerned. Scored my highest this year as far as qualifying goes with a 70, that's a 7-0. Then, waiting around for the second run, one rain cloud comes in, just one. Just tries to fuck up our day real quick, right? So go out there for the second one, and I'm watching raindrops fall on my window, and I don't think the judges realized how wet the track was. Well, I know they didn't because I went and talked to them. And they zeroed me on my second run. When I initiated, I felt the car about to understeer. It was still in drift. Eric's gonna watch you as you edit this, but I was still in drift, and I turned in to get like a little more angle out of the car, but it looked like a reinitiation. Whatever, still had a 70 going in the show.
Qualifying didn't go how I wanted. Was still fighting problems with the car. The car seemed better, but I was having to pedal the car really bad to make it around the course. So I went too hard and couldn't slow the car down fast enough. I think part of it was wheel speed, and I ended up putting the back end of the car into some tires. That sucked. Essentially went opposite drift for a second. It didn't really feel like it. It felt like I just, in the middle of my transition, I bobbled it a little bit, and I thought, okay, my score's not gonna be good, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna work. But they gave me a 0 because they said I went technically opposite drift, even though the rest of my run looks like I'm awesome.
It sucks.
It's like, part of the transition, I checked up, and it was a big bobble, and they called it straightening out. So my day's done, but the motor probably wasn't going to make another battle anyways, because it sounds really bad. So it's okay, and next year.
All I care is I get in the show, and then we get into battle rounds. But it actually put me up against a good friend of mine, Kevin Walsh. He has a S13. It's SR powered. It was kind of a weird one because I led first. I just put down a run. I went out there and put down the run I've been putting down all frickin' day. So wide open throttle, wide open throttle, wide open throttle. Just staying on it in third. I think he kept up with me semi-decent. I looked at my rearview mirror as I crossed the finish line. It looked like he was way back there, but objects in mirror, blah, 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 right? Switch positions, got to follow him. See, I'm looking over here because he's right over here, and I want to just like talk shit to him and tell him how I beat his ass. Yeah, we went through the Manji, and he poured on a whole bunch of angle, and so I hit the brakes. But when I hit the brakes, I didn't hit the clutch too. So it stalled the car out, but I let off the brakes real quick. It was still rolling, so I clutched in, let it transition, popped the clutch, roll started it, and got back on it, and I was able to finish in close proximity with them. Got the win on that. I feel like it was pretty lucky I was able to do what I did to keep the car going. And that put me into top 16 against Sean Miller. And I mean, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get one of these like top 3 guys. He's got a JZ powered E36. He's from the island. All those guys are freaking nuts. And follow him into initiation. And I am, I watch him Manji out in front of me. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be sick. And I go to like lunge in as he comes back and initiate with him, but I didn't. I clutched in, went to go like give it a quick throttle blip, get on it, and my foot went to the floor, but the RPMs went back to idle. So I snapped my throttle cable, came back, called 5, looked at it, and the cable pulled right out of the end. There's nothing I could really do in 5 minutes. So I'm like, yeah, just sit, give him the win, whatever, but I still had to come out for the Hoon-Off, which is like my favorite thing ever. So I stole Brad's throttle cable out of his car, put it in mine, made it work. It idles a little bit high right now, but that's fine because it also goes to wide open throttle, and that's all I needed for the Hoon-Off. So went out there, had a bunch of fun. The guys at All In Energy Drinks actually helped me out with that. They actually gave me a flat of energy drinks. I only needed 2. I'm done. I always stand on top of my car, so they throw them to me. What do? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just smash them together, poured them all over me. Guess what? Worst idea ever. I am all sticky now, and I don't want to be sticky anymore. So, about to load the car up, go home, call it a night. Car's in one piece, which is cool for the end of the year. It's winter time to practice, time to rebuild, trying to go to the drawing board and figure out how to get some podiums next year. Get in the top 3, try and get an FD license and see what happens from there. So all in all, good day. today ended abruptly for both of us, it feels like, man.
Yeah, mine never really got going, it felt like.
Little stuff that like takes you on. It's like, I want nothing more than for Brad Davis to just shred and me to just watch him shred. I feel like I could just pack my stuff up once that happens, or I might as well, because I'm not the best IS300 on track when Brad's on.
Well,
but
this year you were?
Dude, yeah, I mean, it's always tuition, right? You come out here, I mean, whether it's money spent or whether it's time spent, it's all tuition, right? So I feel like I've learned a lot this year, and I feel like, you know, mid-year I was wishy-washy on whether or not I wanted to continue, but the progress I feel that I've made this year, it's like, oh yeah, hell no, I'm back out next year. This thing's gonna be like better than ever. I hope it's gonna be better than ever. It sounds like you got a bunch of plans too. Yeah. So gonna get your car better than ever.
My car will be better than ever.
Maybe go round 2 with this.
Yeah.
See who's better in 2020.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I always have a good time. It might be frustrating, but I always enjoy being out in this. Like, look what we get to drive. Like, these badass cars.
Yeah.
It's a great time. You can't really be mad. At the end of the day, even if you don't do well, you can't really be mad. You can be frustrated because you put your heart and soul into this stuff.
No, it's all lessons. It's all lessons. Learn. Soak up that knowledge. Take it with you. Any feeling of like despair you have, take that with you in the off season, because that's what's going to drive you. That's what's going to get that thing done and get us back out here burning tires and thrashing.
Oh, for sure.
So 2019, it sounds like it's a wrap now.
Yep, that's a wrap.
All right.
Good job, buddy.